Worship is a choice, and those who choose to worship in spirit and in truth, as Scripture state, are operating in extreme obedience. To truly worship God, we have to lay ourselves down, our wants, our needs, our desires, often because those are contradictory to God. They contradict His call for our lives. It contradicts our desire to even worship God. So reverencing God means we acknowledge who He is, being the creator of all things, and that He's coming back for a people without spot or blemish, a people who are set apart. In this generation, we are faced with a lot of influences which direct the focus on us and not on God. Our focus should always be on Him, that we love Him with all we have and with all our being, that we would make a sacrifice for Him as He sacrificed for us. There are a lot of different voices causing confusion at present, with opinions of what church members should be and Christian church leaders should be or shouldn't be. The restrictions that we choose to follow as walking as a Christian, and whether or not those are right or wrong. But when you truly reverence God, you understand that there is only one way to Him. We are commanded that there will be no other God before Him. And when we try to create scenarios where you only embrace the feelings of spirituality with the absence of God and His laws, with no obedience, what do you really have? You cannot remove God because you don't want the accountability that comes with a right relationship with Him. Some desire the feeling of the community that church gives, but not to be held to that same standard. This creates an environment purely based on personal need, a place where your feelings are supported and sin is not addressed. Romans chapter 8 and 7 states that the mindset focused on the flesh fights God's plan and refuses to submit to His direction because it can. Our flesh and its desire simply cannot be trusted. Our feelings itself cannot be trusted. But we are encouraged in Proverbs chapter 3 to trust in the Lord with all your heart and not to lean to your own understanding. Anything created that is church-like, but without God, is suspect. It is the standards and our willingness to be governed by them through obedience that creates a true atmosphere for worship. Our willingness to crucify our flesh and its wants that are contrary to God, that leads us on a path to worship. Do we truly want to be close to God? Or are we just looking for an atmosphere that feeds our flesh? It's something to think about. I want you to know that God is looking for those true worshipers, those who will worship Him in spirit and in truth. And I ask, are you one?